The front line in the Kharkiv region. The Ukrainians repelled the enemy's attack and launched a counter-offensive themselves. They want to have the best possible position on the battlefield before Friday's meeting between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, in order to take away as many arguments as possible from the Russian criminal. The road to peace leads through negotiations, and we need them very much. But peace will not come tomorrow, so today we must still fight the enemy. Both soldiers on the front line and Ukrainian civilians, shelled by criminal Russia, are already awaiting the outcome of Friday's summit. Trump has tried many times to break Putin, giving him ultimatums and imposing sanctions. Perhaps a personal meeting will lead to the end of the war, but Putin certainly does not want that. Everyone is looking hopefully to Alaska, where the most important meeting for the fate of the war in Ukraine may take place the day after tomorrow. It is clear that Donald Trump will be taking from a position of strength. The US administration gave assurances that there will be no concessions to the Kremlin.
The goal of this meeting for the president is to walk away with a better understanding of how we can end this war. And the president said at this podium yesterday, when he joined all of you in the room, that he hopes in the future there can be a trilateral meeting with these three leaders to finally bring this conflict to an end. But this administration has really used every lever, has taken every measure to achieve peace through a diplomatic solution. And I think the president of the United States getting in the room with the president of Russia, sitting face to face rather than speaking over the telephone, will give this president the best indication of how to end this war and where this is headed.
Donald Trump has repeatedly given assurances that his goal is to save the lives of civilians who are dying every day in this war. And if anyone can stop Putin's madness, it is a Republican. It is necessary to mention the groundbreaking events of the last few months. One of them is customs policy, because it is not only an economic dimension, but also a geopolitical one. Trump has used it at this moment to put pressure on India, Russia's main ally, an ally in the sense that it is one of the main countries buying oil from Russia, or allowing Russia to continue this war financially. The second issue is what happened in the Middle East, a historically groundbreaking event, the knocking out of Iran. That is, the rebuilding of a certain balance of power in the Middle East at the feet of Russia. Donald Trump will fly to Alaska late Thursday evening to be in Anchorage, the largest city in that US state, on Friday morning. On that day, the airspace over Alaska will be closed to commercial flights. The meeting will take place at the Elmendorf-Richardson military base on the northern outskirts of the city. It is the headquarters of the Alaska Military Command, the 11th Airborne Division, and the 3rd Wing of the US Air Force, which operates F-22 fighter jets.
Założenia są tego spotkania, żeby
The assumptions of this meeting are that, based on what he said yesterday at the press conference, he wants to get a feel for and see where the chances for achieving peace stand, because, of course, Trump promised in his election campaign that he would be able to end this war in a few days. Of course, even for us, Trump voters, it was a bit of an exaggerated wish on Trump's part. But as we know very well, Trump is a president of peace. There is a chance for peace because for Trump, the number one priority is for people to stop dying. And with that hope, he will travel to Alaska. And before the trip this afternoon, the American president spoke to Volodymyr Zelensky, who is visiting Berlin, the NATO Secretary General, and European leaders. Poland was represented by President Karol Nawrocki.